Show respect up front. Everybody can step out. You can kneel down, crisscross. We're gonna close our eyes. We're gonna take a couple breaths in and out. Start getting some energy to that body. Focus that mind. And up. All right, let's get the heart rate moving. Let's get the lungs working. 25 jumping jacks. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 25. I'm going to pass it off in this area. Keep moving on those exercises.
All right, let's do some of those tire runs, so those quick little football feet. But this time, let's get the upper body working too, and let's work some of those back two knuckle punches while we do it. We're going to go for 30 seconds, guys.
All right, make sure you're breathing. Fast feet. Here we go. These are going to be long breaths. In and out.
Almost there.
Get the lungs working. Sometimes, when you're tired, you can actually wake yourself back up just by putting yourself into the exercise.
And stop.
All right. So today's idea is going to be playing with the idea of circles and lines. Those are the two ways we have of attacking. Straight front two knuckle punch. I've got a straight line. Hook punch, there's my circle. We see that over and over again. We can play with it with footwork, with our kicks, with our arms. And then we see our animals. Which animal is the straight line? The tiger. The tiger smashes in and smothers. The dragon is the circle, so the dragon takes a little bit more of a roundabout approach to it with its whips. So let's start off first with some of those circles. This is a strike that all of you know, hammer strike. So we're going to start this from our horse stance. We're going to wind up that hammer and let that circle come out. It's about a half a circle. But you can see it move in that arc. I also have, if you look even closer to my fist and my forearm, a very small circle as it turns. Both of those are going to add a little bit of power to what I'm doing. So let's come on back up. Let's get into our horse stance and let's let go of some of those hammer strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's keep on our circles. Let's collapse it a little bit. And let's work some roundhouse elbows. Since we're working the shoulders and we're working tighter to the body, you can go ahead and let that same leg, I'm going to let my hip, my heel lift up so that I can let my hips and my shoulders turn that much little more to give that elbow some extra reach, some extra range of motion. Here we go, roundhouse elbows. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Let's get one more circle to make it 3, and then we're going to look at some lines with the upper body. So let's take the extension of that collapse we just made, and let's look at our back fist, our two knuckle strike with the back of the hand. Now make sure, reminder when you do these back fist strikes, I want to bend the hand so that the knuckles are facing what hits first. I don't want to hit with the flat of the hand. Those are small bones, and that's going to hurt. Here we go. So I'm going to go the whole way across the body, back fist, cross back, use those hips, use those shoulders, go, 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 go. It almost looks like I'm elbowing or hook punching before I do that back fist. So let's go ahead and add, just for a little bit of extra flavor in there, a hook punch before we back fist. So when I hook punch, if I use my roundhouse elbow as my guide, and I think of the knuckles hitting first, my knuckles make contact, pow, and they hook back. That's going to wind up my back fist on the way out. Here we go. 1, hook back. 2, 3, hook back. 4, hook back. 5, hook back. 6, hook back. 7, hook back. 8, hook back. 9, hook back. 10, hook back. Good. So that was upper body, exploring some circles. I can go in with my circle. I can go out with my circle. I can compact that motion. I can also go up. You know what? I changed my mind. I want to stay in the circles because we have another layer we can add to it. So our first layer was in and out, left and right. In our height, width, and depth, we call that our width plane. Going right to left, measuring that distance. Now we're going to look up and down. So let's take our punch again, and let's look at our uppercuts. So we're still closing our fist. It's like a back to knuckle punch, but it's a shorter range, and I'm cutting that circle upwards. Here we go, uppercuts. Use those hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's bring that elbow back for one more strike, and let's drop that elbow overhead. I'm hitting that bottom part of my elbow right on the tip there. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Shake that out. Let's get a little arm burner before we get back into our straight line punches here.
Well, arm burn, my favorite arm burn is going to be push-ups.
That's right. So
Full body burn.
Push yourself in your push-up today. Do the best you can. If you can only do your whale tail, do your whale tail. But remember, all that's being lowered, the only thing that should be bending is the arms. Everything else is staying straight. And you're lowering your body through the arms. Here we go. Let's do 20 for today. 20 is going to be the challenge. 10 is going to be the first level. If you can only do 10 today, do them strong. If you want to push yourself to 15, that's on you. If you want to say, hey, I'm taking the black belt challenge today, we're going to go the whole way to 20. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Excellent. All right. So shake those arms out. Let's take 3 energizing and relaxing breaths. Really deep, bend those knees, open up the legs. So 1, drive up and out. 2, drive in and down. Last one, bring it in. And those arms come back down. All right, wiggle it out. Well, let's get into some straight lines with those arms now. And the one I'm showing right now is the first one we learned, front two knuckle punch. Let's take this to the solar plexus. So a reminder of where the solar plexus target is, we have our ribs. Those are the bones that cover our chest and our back and protect all that good stuff that works in there for us, our lungs, our heart, and just below the bones there, right in the center, right when that soft spot starts above our belly, that is the solar plexus. And if you get hit there, you can get the wind knocked out. So if you've ever fallen on your back and you couldn't breathe for a couple seconds, that's the kind of shot that solar plexus gives you. So we're going to aim for our own solar plexus height, right with those front two knuckle punches. Straight lines. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's open it up and let's take our palm strikes. Let's do something a little bit different on our palm strikes. So we've been taking all of our straight lines forward. We're going to hit a little bit of an angle on this one. Those of you who have done the end of long form 1 will recognize these angles. I'm going to pretend like there's a bad guy standing over here, and there's a bad guy standing over here, as opposed to straight in front of me. So when I palm strike with my left, I'm going off to the corner. Not going completely to the side, I'm not going forward. I'm hitting that angle in between. And then I'm going to hit my other angle. Angle and angle. If I had both of them out, I'd be making a triangle in front of me. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's collapse it again. Let's look at a driving elbow. So I'm going to take my elbow and shoot it straight out, straight out. If you want, go ahead and let the heel lift up. Usually when we use this, we're going to put a step drag or a push drag with it. But just to stay in that horse, we're going to work from our heel up, and the hips turn. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Before we get into our legs here, let's get a little leg burner.
Leg burner. I'm going to regret this one because we did these in the adult class. So let's get some Shaolin ball kicks in there.
Great. So Shaolin ball kicks. I'm going to switch it up on you guys again. We did these, I think, earlier this week. So instead of when you bend down, this is where we're going to start from. Let's call this a mini neutral bow, because my back's still going to be straight. I'm still going to use the ball on my foot. I don't want to put my foot back this way, because that's putting a lot of strain on the instep of my foot, and it's not very balanced. From here, I can push up onto that ball of the foot a lot easier. Now, here's going to be the trick. I'm going to push off of that front foot back into a calf stance. I really want you to hit that calf stance, keeping the knee bent up into the flamingo kick. Land, control your drop. We're going to do 10 on each side. It's going to stink, but we're going to get through it. You're going to get stronger by the end of this one. Keep your arms up. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Good. Switch. Other leg. Here we go. Final 10. You can do this. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo. Nice work. Shake those legs out real quick. Let's get a quick stretch. Feet are together. Reach down and touch your toes. If you can't get your toes, go for your ankles. You still can't get your ankles, go behind your calves. If you can't get your calves, you gotta stretch more. Reach, 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 reach. You don't have to put a lot of time into your stretching every day, as long as you do a little bit every day. Reach down and touch your toes for a couple seconds. Then walk your feet out. Reach down and touch the floor. Go to one side, go to the other side. Make up your own stretches. They don't always have to be what we say. As long as you're feeling that stretch, and you're giving those muscles a chance to lengthen out, you're doing something positive for yourself. Walk forward, bring the knees down to the ground. Now from here, push those hips behind you. So I'm pushing myself backwards with my arms, and I only need to go to where I feel it. If it's starting to be painful, I'm not helping myself stretch. I want to try to relax into my stretches. I'm not going to relax if I feel pain. Now I'm going to bring both of those feet into touch. Legs are still apart. I'm going to drop one shoulder and the other shoulder. Squeeze and rotate that spine a little bit. Good. Let's put the ball of feet back down. Try to push those heels down. Walk your arms back up and roll yourself back up to a standing position. All right. So now we're ready to get into the legs. We already did one of our kicks, which is the front ball kick. Now, do front kicks move in a straight line or a circle? What do you think, straight line or a circle? Trick question, both. It depends on what kick we're doing. If I do a front ball kick, I'm moving out to a straight line. If I do a front heel kick, boom, or a push kick, once again, straight line. But if I'm close and I use my instep, it hinges up and it makes a circle. So, we already did our straight line front ball kicks with our Shaolin kicks. Let's work another circle. Let's work our instep. So we're going to do the back leg this time. We're going to point the toe down just like we do a roundhouse kick, and we're going to snap that foot up and back down. We're going to make that hinge. Here we go. 10 on each leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jump switch. Other leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. So there is a circle line with the same style kick, front kick. Let's go into another line with our side kick. Now, side kicks are the trickiest kick because if we fire them too early, we start using the circle of the roundhouse and they can get muddy, we can hit with the wrong part of our foot, or we can miss our target. Here's what I mean. I want my flamingo to go the whole way just across my center line. Maybe right on my center line, but just across is best. If I fire before then, I make a circle out to that blade. And I'm not getting the full thrust of my hips. and using all of that pivot of the bottom leg. But if I bring that leg the whole way out, now I've got my travel in the straight line. So here's what we're going to do. Just like we did the book balance, we're only going to work a piece of this, and we're going to work it off of, you can use that, I'm just going to use the wall over here. I'm just going to use my wall, so you can use couch if it's in your room, bed, table. You can try it if you really want to push yourself. Look, Mom, no hands, ride my bike. You can try it like that as well. But there's a lot of things that we want to try to get to go on. Knees going up in front of us. What does that look like if I turn sideways? It's the whole way across my body. Watch my bottom foot. It's going to turn to where I'm touching the wall. And then I push my heel out. I bring it in. And I want to turn back to my starting position. A lot to think about. We're going to break up all those moves and get really strong with that kick. This is one of your most powerful, far-reaching straight line kicks. This is our side thrust kick. Now, let's keep that knee up. Let's keep that same side guard up. You might be like Miss Carrie and doing one side. You might be doing like myself and doing a completely different side. Doesn't matter. We're going to balance it out. Here we go. So knees up, hold it, hold it, hold it. This is half the battle. Turn that foot towards your wall. Push out with the heel. Bring it back in. Rotate the feet. So both of my feet are facing forward in front of me. Now my foot turns. I push that heel out. I bring it back in. I turn my foot. And let's put that one back down, because I'm used to these today. You might be having your wobbly leg. So, once again, here's our challenge level. I'm going to do each one. We're going to do 5 more of these. I'm going to start with my foot on the ground. If you want to push yourself today and get a little extra workout, you're going to keep your knee up whenever we put our foot down. That's the only change. Here we go. I'm keeping my guard up in front of me. Up. Turn the foot, push the heel, bring the knee back, turn, back down. Like I said, keep it up if you want that extra burn. 2, up, turn, out, in, turn, down.
This is a great one too, guys, to make sure that you're hitting with the right part of your foot.
Absolutely. So if you see me from the front here, watch my foot. My heel is at the top there. I don't want to turn my foot this way. One, I'm not getting the power of my hips. I'm also not hitting with the ball of my foot. I'm hitting with either the heel or the blade or both. Here we go. 3 is up. Up, out, in, down. Don't forget that bottom foot pivot. 4, up, out, in, down. Last one. Up, out, in, down. Shake that out. We're just going to rotate sides here so that we're still both facing you. So switch legs that you're on. You got to get the other leg now. Guard is up. Remember the bonus, if you want to get a little burn, is you're going to keep that leg up if you want that extra. So up, turn the foot, kick the foot. Back in, turn. Back down. 2, out, in, down. 3, out, in, down. 4, out, in, down. Last one. 5, out, in, down. Good. So a little bit of legs exploring those circles and lines again. I'm going to give you one more circle kick before we finish up. That's our roundhouse, of course, everybody's favorite. Now there's a lot of circles going on, big and small. One of the most important circles that is the most forgotten is the one we need to make with our bottom foot. I have to let that foot turn, either while I flamingo or turn it before I even flamingo, if that's too hard for me. One that gives me the power to really let my hips go behind the kick. But even more important than that, it protects my knee from working in directions that it's not supposed to turn and preventing it from getting injured. So we're going to do the easy way. If you feel proficient in this kick and know that you can use your flamingo to pivot, go ahead and work that way. We're going to do, for everybody else, the step into the turn. So step, those of you who are in my class, find your book balance position. Kick, there's your circle, back down. Step, flamingo, kick, back down. Step, flamingo, kick. Step twist, flamingo, kick. Step twist, flamingo, kick. Last one. Step twist, flamingo, kick. Back down, switch. Other leg. Now I'm getting the sweat just going through all these basics. So, if you're one of those students who says, Sensei, that's easy. I hear that a lot from students, especially the younger ones out there. If it's easy for you, there might be a little bit more effort that you can be putting into it. A lot of times these are harder, slowing it down as well. So I either need to tiger up more, or I need to crane more, be more patient. You get each motion exactly. Both of them are going to make your brain and your body sweat. All right, so now my other foot's in front. Pivot step, flamingo, kick, back. 2, twist, flamingo, kick, down. 3, up, pow, down. 4, pow, down, and 5. Boom, back down. Good. Now, I want to take a moment before we get into the next part of our program for today. Finish up with our theme of the week, which is awareness. Knowing what's in you, what's on you, what's around you, being aware of your environment, where you are. We all exist in different environments, right? Even when we're just in our apartment or our house, your bedroom is a different sort of zone than your living room, than your dining room, than your kitchen, right? If mom and dad are cooking something in the kitchen, I have to know that there's hot stuff in there, right? That's a possible danger. I also want to be aware of what's on me. If my shoes are untied and I'm running around, that could be a tripping hazard. I also want to be aware of how I think and how I feel, because that can affect how I act. And I want to make sure that I don't necessarily act out of all of those different stimulus that could pull me one way or the other way. Maybe my brother said something to me, or my sister said something to me, or did something that made me angry. And mom and dad asked me something, and I answer with a smart answer, with a little bit of attitude. It didn't even have anything to do with what they said, but it was because I was angry from before. So if I'm aware of all of that that's going on, I can incorporate that into my self-control, and I can choose a path for myself that's going to be a little more beneficial for my health and my happiness. So there it is, awareness. Let's come on back up. I want to work a set with everybody that makes good use of those lines and circles and gives us a couple different things that we can work out of it. So come on back up. Let's get into our fourth stance again. We're going to work some striking set today. Now, you might not recognize the name. As soon as we start the movements, you're going to go, oh yeah, I remember doing this in class. We have one constant, which is our straight line. That's going to be our front two-knuckle punch. That's going to lead every combination that we do. And then we have 4 different circles that we're going to use, all with closed hands. We're going to repeat the right side and the left side. Here's the combination. So I start front two knuckle. Right from here, I roll into my back fist. And what I want you to imagine with all of these strikes is after you front two knuckle punch, there's an imaginary bolt that goes right through the elbow and it can hold you into the air right where it is. And you can only rotate your arm from that elbow wherever you go. There is going to be a little bit of shoulder here and there for some of the strikes, but the main driver that we're using for those circles is the elbow joint. All right, back to where we were. Front two knuckle, rotate the elbow, back fist. Front two knuckle, back fist. Front two knuckle, this is a tricky one for most people. I need to bring that thumb back in to hit that hammer out. Front two knuckle, hammer. Front two knuckle, now I'm going to come from the side, there's my knuckles, and hit. I can let that elbow hinge a little bit. Front two knuckle, hinge that elbow. Front two knuckle, bring that hammer around. Front two knuckle, hammer. Now we're going to explore those same four. If you notice, my first two circles were front and back on my depth plane, high and low. My second two circles work right and left on my width plane, both high and low. So we're exploring the two different ways that we could do circles. I can be really creative and put in that halfway point, that 45-degree angle if I wanted to. But we're just going to explore our front and our 90 degrees here. So now we're going to take that same combination, front two knuckle to the side. I'm going to roll that back fist over top. Front two knuckle, roll it over top. Front two knuckle, I'm bringing the thumb back in towards me so it can hammer low. Front two knuckle, hammer low. Front two knuckle, my knuckles are going back so they can hit in. Front two knuckle, back to hit in. Front two knuckle, my pinky part of the hammer is going back so it can hit down. Front two knuckle, hammer down. Now, here's one of my favorite parts, just like star blocking set. We're going to double it up. Double front two knuckle. Double back fist. Double front, double hammer. Double front, double inverted. Double front two knuckle, double hammer. Same thing to the sides again. Double front, roll that back fist. Double front, hammer low. Double front, invert those knuckles, double front, hammer down. Now, we're going to finish by stepping together, and we're going to show all of those strikes back to back to back. Step out and close. So, what do we get out of this set? One, it's just a really good practice in some of our basic closed-fisted strikes. We all know the front two knuckle punch. We use that a lot. We all know the hammer. Now, this might be a new idea for some of you lower ranks, white belts, yellow belt, orange belts. But if you got to purple belt or above, you recognize we start using that a lot with the reverse bow. The trickiest one for everybody's brain is this one, even adults. Now, you might not see this one until you're at green belt. Those of you who have obscure claws, that's your second strike in that technique. So there's your first use that we might see. We use it a little bit early in the adult class, but that's one way I can start looking at it. I could hit to the front of the face with that, or I could let it snake around back to collapse. And then our bottom hammer, that has a lot of uses. I could hit towards the side. I could hit towards, in a different angle, towards the front. Or I can use that to hit in the back. So that's one application, just getting good at my hammer strikes. And one way that you could use this is put it into your spine and work that jab hand. Give yourself a jab and then throw your circle. Give a jab, throw your circle. Jab, throw your circle. So now I'm getting sneaky with my entries. I can also work that with my reverse hand. So I might rotate and then take my step into the next one. So I've got forward bow, step. Let's actually explore that for a second, a little bit of dynamic movement. So for now, let's just take our front two knuckle into the back fist. Those of you who understand your tempo and can adjust, we could take this out of our hammer or any other surface that we use in this set. So I can work my front arm, front leg, jab, put in my circle. Let's do that 3 more times to just give you an idea. We'll do both arms. Jab, circle, same arm. Jab, circle. Jab, circle. Now, let's explore that same idea with the back arm. So I'm going to rotate like I would my cross punch, and let's go ahead and step into that second shot. Reset. Rotate, step. See how those seam together? So I'm not going to stop now on that forward motion. That forward motion is going to bring me right into the step. Punch back. Punch back. Punch back. And punch back. So cool little exploration and non-stop movement, pairing up my arm without having to rechamber it back or even use the other arm to continue that motion going forward. I can also use it in practicality. If Miss Carey punches in it with me with a straight punch and I block it, she doesn't have to stop her movement. She can rotate around, find where that opening is, and still get her target. So there is a lot just in practical motion right there. And then the last thing it does, if you are really working hard on those punches, you feel different parts of your chest and your back getting worked out in those different strikes. And this is supposed to be a strengthening exercise without weights. If you have weights at home and you want to try this slower with weights, that's also a workout as well. So, striking set 1 is the name of that one. Let's do it one more time. I'm going to move a little bit faster, and we're going to do a little bit Sensei does with it. So I'm not going to talk as much. I'm going to move with a little bit more power and a little bit more fluidity. Stay with me the best you can. If you lose track at any point, that's okay. Pop back in. Just keep working. Here we go. Sides. Doubles. Sides. Close it up. Front, back. Hammer, boom, boom, and out, close. Striking set 1. All right, it is Friday. I didn't say this at the beginning of class because there were just a few of you. Let me see who's in here now. All right, it looks like we filled up a little bit more. So let's go ahead for the last 5 minutes. Grab whatever you're using for your saber, your sword if you have it, or your stick, your hanger, and we're going to finish with a little bit of sword set. This is also something that you can practice with our weapon, and you can just make your chopping motion your sword. So I could still through all of my movement, even without a weapon. Important skill to have. The cool thing is, just like we learn how to shadow box, you can shadow box with a weapon once you start to learn the motion behind it. That was me doing my blocks and my slices with my sword. So some of you have been through this whole duration of start to finish a sword form. Some of you have hopped in when we've worked one side of it. Some of you have hopped in when we've worked at the beginning. I'm going to go through the whole thing. It's going to be a lot for a Friday. Your brain might melt a little bit, but follow along the best you can. As long as you're moving, you're getting something out of it. So, we've got our bow. And I'm mirroring everybody right now, so you should be holding your weapon on this side of your screen. Cup and saucer. Block. Back foot step. Same foot steps out. Sword hand steps back. Big deep stance. Now I've got my crane, my step slice, my step behind slice. I'm going to unwind that twist. Notice I'm not stepping, I'm just letting my hips turn and my feet rotate. There's another one of our circles. Slice. I'm going to step back, sword leg. There's that deep stance again. I push up, crane stance, step, step behind. Here's the tricky part. I'm kicking towards my sword side, but I'm going to land away from camera. Kick, land. Step behind. Step grab. Get mid, get high. Big circle. Up and back. Now I'm going towards camera, slice down. There's my check again. My rear foot step behind. Sword foot steps back. I bring the sword down. Back. Thrust. There's my straight line. I bring the sword out and catch. I shine the light in the eyes. I kick. Straight line forward with the blade edge of the sword. Then I have 1 around the world, 2 around the world, 3 brings me back together. I put the sword back in. I take my final breath and I bow. Good. Let's look at that one more time. I've got my bow. Breath. Draw the weapon in, breath. Out, breath. Cap. Neutral. Back leg. Same leg. Sword leg. Push off of that sword leg up. Land, step behind. Unwind. Pull that sword leg back. Up. Land. Step behind. Side kick. Land. Step behind. Hit. Hit. Big circle. Back. Push off, up. Step. Behind. Sword leg. Step. Hits down. Back. Thrust. Out. Catch. Shine. Kick. Thrust. Once around the world. Twice. 3 brings me back. Feet together. Breath. Wow. Good. Go ahead and put those swords down. And let's see here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. That is a small enough group to finish with some Sensei Says. So Sensei Says for Friday. Dean, you know how to play Sensei Says? All right, go ahead and put those swords down. I know Jalen's like, I'm on it. So Sensei Says, front position. Oh, nice. Sensei Says front position, Sai. There you go. Sensei Says horse stance. Nice. Sensei Says front position. And horse stance. Oh, gotcha, Jalen. Gotcha, Damien. Sit, sit. Just Damien and Jalen. Good. Horse stance. Didn't get anybody this time. Sensei Says horse stance. Sensei Says palm strike to the chin. Sensei Says 1, 2. Sensei Says 2. Sensei Says 1, 2. Oh, sit, Sai. You didn't move on that one, Sensei said. Good. 1, 2. Sensei Says 1, 2. Go. Ooh, nice. 1, 2, 3. Sensei Says 1, 2, 3. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Sensei Says 1, 2, 3. Good. Go ahead. Pull those arms back. Get into that nice horse stance again. Too good. All right. 1, 2, 3. Sensei Says front position. Good. Left neutral bow. Go. Sensei Says left neutral bow. Nice. Way to help out over there, Nico. All right. Sensei Says front arm jab. Sensei Says 1. Ooh. Nico and Dean, that was close. That's back arm, though. I said front arm jab. You guys were so close. Max, you're the winner for today. Hey, Dean, I wanted to just say this, buddy. You've been in the virtual classes, and you've been doing awesome. You should come. You should think about coming in and training sometime and getting started. You want to? Hold on.
I will. I probably will.
That is awesome to hear. We're so excited. We always see you working in class, and we're like, oh, he'd be really good if he came in. Well, everybody, come on back up. Let's get into a nice, strong front position. Finish our Friday workout. Show respect up front. Nice work today. I hope you guys had as much fun as me. Step out. Let's finish with a couple deep breaths. And up.